tell people more about the advantages of our product.
They never lose their cool.
Expand your mind. But I've got a better source of information.
Yeah. Dirty 30. Beatdown Brown in the house with the cousin Eddie right there.
Favorite cousin. Favorite cousin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One of the monsters. My favorite monster. You know
hey,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Cousin Eddie for the holidays. Always.
What's going on, brother? How you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm all right, brother. You know, handling biz up here. Right. A little bit salty because championship week don't mean the same thing to me right now. My Canes 2 weeks in a row, man.
Hey, bro, trust. Come on, them Buckeyes. Yeah, come on, man. 4 years in a row, can't beat fucking Michigan. Don't get me started. Let's go. Let's get into this, man. I don't want to have to rehash that bullshit, but Buckeyes, yeah. God damn, you're killing me, man. You're killing me.
Hey, talking about rehashing bullshit. The gift that keeps on giving, brother.
Set them straight, boss. Set them straight,
man. Certified lawyer boy.
I don't understand that, fam. You're gonna go after the label? You're gonna go after the label. You're gonna go after CMG? Okay. Oh no, UMG. UMG. I'm sorry, UMG.
Hey, but it's like going after CMB right here. It was them.
Yeah, nah,
this
bro.
Brother for the bank.
Yeah. Definitely pulling a Nino. Come on, man. Just take your L, man. Just take your L and just go in there with it. Like y'all do know y'all can make so much money if y'all just, want to admit to bow down. Like, yeah, he got me on this one. And then y'all can fuck around and tour. Shit. Double up.
Man, here
wouldn't
goes
be the biggest flex if he pulled him out on Super Bowl.
Yeah, we know that.
I know it ain't happening. I'm just saying, as far as bringing motherfuckers together, they want us to believe that there's more money in the beefing. And I'm on some more positive, like, dude, we can all get it. Go get this money up, man. I mean, enough's enough. You won, I lost. Okay. Like back in the day, you get into a scrap with somebody, by the time, before the sun go down, y'all besties,
Man, I was just talking with Remnant about that. So let's cover what we going over real quick. Everybody that grandmother that spoke on it, but the fact of the matter is, coming back around, there's just more stuff getting revealed as it goes. And also it just goes to, you can't run up against the machine.
Not at all.
What we're talking about right now is Drake is up there right now. Like I said, went from certified lover boy and went into, we ain't going to say what Kendrick said. We're going to say homeboy went into certified lawyer boy right now.
Yeah.
He up there like, I plead the fifth. Like, dog, we ain't even asked nothing yet. How you up there? You don't even know what you're doing right now. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
Going against the protocols of hip hop and hip hop beef, you take a L and you're supposed to concede. Ask Ja Rule.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Cannabis. But he couldn't take that L. He's like, I'm going to throw injunctions. I got cases on each and every one of you. I had you playing basketball at Pelican Bay. You ain't Lonzo, dog.
Drug dealers don't call the cops when they get robbed.
No.
And this is kind of something on that line. Like, bro, you got your ass beat. He got you. He picked your pockets on this one. Can't call the cops on this one. You can't call foul and be like, oh, these cats are helping, boost his numbers up. And, bro, stop playing. You took a L and you can't get that back. It's
funny that you say drug dealers can't call the cops when they get robbed, because that's exactly what happened here. You throwing rocks and hiding your hands like Kendrick predicted on you.
Mm-hmm.
You mess around, you start. He said, let's keep it a friendly fade. We could keep it that way. We could just keep it rap. Mm-hmm. And you go up there and say horrible things about, first of all, him saying he puts his hands on his fiance, but then you question the morality of his fiance and say, oh yeah, by the way, she a little bit loose with it. She messing with your boy, and your kid is your boy's. But we don't talk about that being foul or a messed up accusation.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the fact that that'll get you stole on the minute I see you, or the minute one of my people see you.
Yeah.
Like, you called me a beater, and you said my wife is loosey-goosey. To the point I'm raising somebody else's kid. So what I say about you, and we all can agree, the most damning thing wasn't the allegations of being a certain type of format. We'll leave it there. That wasn't the most damning thing if you go into Not Like Us. Even on Meet the Gramps, it's saying you're a horrible person. You're a manipulator. You're somebody who will lie, twist stuff up, and go through stuff in a foul manner. And you're a colonizer. All these things are stuff that's been proven true and has been showing across your record. Even the allegations. The biggest part about it, with the allegations on all of these songs, he said, your circle is weird. And that's legally proven that you got cats with certain types of charges and certain types of parole going on, and like
certain type of leaks. Because it's only certain. It's like, dude, it was only 3 of us here. You know what I mean? How did he find out what happened? Like, there was no cameras. I made sure all the cell phones was gone. It was only 3 of us here. Somebody talking.
Yeah.
You know, so that's been proven, because there's no way this dude way out west get the inside scoop on like what you just put on your bread, you know, at dinner. You know, like, dude, how the fuck he know I like that damn that brown sugar and, you know, that and that cream and shit. You know, what the fuck? How he find out about that shit that
like,
fast? You know?
Yeah, it was, everything is kind of substantiated. So with that being the case, you can't say this is libel and where this dude make all this up.
That's why he's not going after that. He's going after he went up past that and went towards the label, because now he know he can't win in the streets. He can't win, so he's gonna try to take it to the courts, and then he's going after, you know, the label. I don't know if he wants them to throw him some money or what. I don't understand the end game. Going after, you know.
So here's what's going on right now. Homeboy decided, in all of his infinite wisdom, because he's a bad investor, a bad businessman, everything else. He was in his contract situation. So let's take it to an NBA/NFL level. We done had this with a bunch of squads, especially in the NFL recently. If you look at the Niners with Brandon Ayuk and all these other cats, they sitting up there, it's like, it's a contract year. I'm gonna have to sit out this training camp. You ain't settled up with me yet. They were smart enough to be like, you know what? I'm gonna sit out this training camp, because if I get hurt, while I'm trying to get my paper from you, I ain't getting no paper.
I got it. I see where you went to, because I heard that somewhere on somebody online was talking about he's trying to, you know, finesse, get out the damn contract. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense then. Okay, that makes sense. It's a perfect time. That makes sense.
Now it's a case of trying to get out of it. He had leverage before, and this is where we've talked about this before with the Ja Rule factor. When we said Ja Rule didn't have to talk to 50. Ja Rule could have kept making hits, could have kept doing his thing and gone on and acted like 50 didn't exist, but he got dragged. As Kendrick said, I ain't never gonna piece it up. I drag you to hell with me. Yeah. That's what Ja wound up letting 50 do. You let him drag you to hell with him.
He took the bait.
And all these cats are taking the bait. We've seen numerous times in both leagues like that, cats up there's like, this is a contract year. Yeah, I'm gonna show out. This is not your show out. Your show out is not going to get into a battle with a cat who is a monster. This isn't how you show him up. Like, oh, I'm gonna squash this cat, and then that's gonna be.
No, I see. That's what happened, and then he pivot towards this. You know, it's like I ain't even about the beef with thing no more. Now he's running towards, you know, trying to finesse this, like you said, use that leverage for this this new for not the new label, but to try to work a deal with the label, or even try to get off that label. I get it now, like you said, because he's buzzing still. Even if he's taking an L, he's still buzzing, and he's like, well, shit, maybe it's a good time for me to go indie. Let me get the fuck up on out of here, and you know, and really make a move.
I think what happens in this scenario is you took that L, it didn't work out the way you thought it was going to work. Now you're embarrassed. Everything that you tried to release afterwards is flopping, no matter what angle you're coming from. Oh, I'm gonna do some pop stuff. It flops. I got these features with these hot artists. That flops.
Still ain't hot.
You probably calling your Rolodex like, hey, let me go see who down in Atlanta is going to hit me off. We aren't talking. Let me throw all this money at Young Thug, and folks like, we're not interested. Oh, I'm gonna bring that Party Next Door project back around. We're not interested. Nothing's working. So now the embarrassment of, oh, this is really bad. This is messing stuff up. Nike's looking at you funny in the light because of everything going on, and it's because you're not selling. It's not because of the allegations. There's plenty of people running around with allegations and stuff on them, but they still making money. They still making stuff happen. Like I said, you said what you said about Kendrick, and everybody is still rallying around him and jumping in closer because the fact of the matter is he made movements still work. So what makes it comedy is we know that he's been botted, streamed, and placed in front of you all this time. This is Drake. How can I say, oh, I know that's what they did? Because you had that play for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you said, it's the drug dealers. Like, how you know you got robbed and it was 12 that robbed you? Oh, because I used to tell 12 to go rob my competition, and I
That,
know
that sounds
they
like
just
this.
did it to me this time, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, it's this new generation, man. It was like, dude, you when you trying to get back at somebody, you go get your own lick back. You don't call the police. You get your own lick back, and if you can't, then hey, man, the best man won. Let that go. But now you got these Twitter fingers and all this other shit. These little internet gangsters talking shit, throwing shots back and forth. It's not real until you start doing numbers. You start touring. People ain't coming to your shows. Cats coming to your backyard, selling out shit you ain't never sold out before, or going to places you ain't never been before in your own
Dog,
neck of the woods. Yeah, it gets embarrassing, man. It's a thing of ego, like you said, and he doesn't know how to take that L, man. He's as they say, man. He's acting real light skinned right now, man.
but what makes it crazier is, okay, like you said, you got all the ego things involved, but now you went past, you're not dealing the battle, you're fighting the machine now.
Yeah,
So when you're fighting the machine, all certain stuff, all the funny and the light stuff that you got away with is going to come back. So new developments on it, they kept saying, all right, we want Spotify reveal their numbers. We want Spotify to reveal their numbers. Even got Nicki Minaj up there like, oh yeah, Spotify, what's cracking? Reveal your list. And Spotify, being the king of petties they are, they up there's like, well, Drake is the most streamed artist ever, and his numbers are just through the roof. Do you want to see how?
wow,
They
wow,
they they,
exactly.
they basically, and I knew it was going to happen. I was like, there's a thing called mutual destruction, where it's like, okay, he can be playing the game like, okay, screw it, we'll both fall on this sword.
You
But it's
said
like,
mutual destruction. I call it the nuclear option.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and that's what they're hitting.
yeah.
I
He
mean, look
kept,
what happened. Look what happened to Ye.
yeah,
All they did was make a phone call and was like, "Hey, stop taking his money."
mm-hmm.
And guess what bank was like, yeah, we don't, what bank tells a dude we don't want your money? We don't want to do business with your money no more. I mean, they're
That's
gonna start
crazy.
making phone calls with this dude. And like, you know what? We're gonna make it real hard for you to cross over, to the States. Even though it's just Canada. We're gonna make it real hard for you. Now all of a sudden you getting random searches on your private, 747. That's getting, searched all the time now. They're gonna make it real ugly for you. And the only thing you're gonna want to do is what's that big festival they got out there in
Oh, Caravana,
Carabana?
yeah,
That's the only
like,
thing you're gonna be headlining.
dog,
So stop
it's
playing
ugly.
with these folks. Going after the label, bro. They will break you and won't even think nothing of it.
They're like, dog, we did this for you for ages. We were,
Right. And now, okay, we will Jerry Lewis your ass. Keep playing with us.
yeah,
Keep playing with us.
like he's not realized, like, dog, you did this play. This was a part of your thing. There's no question on this.
This is what
Like,
happens when certain people get in positions and they don't get that ninja wake up call. A lot of us get that, ninja
yeah,
wake up call when you see those disco lights in the rearview mirror.
yeah.
That's your wake up call. He's gonna have to get one of these for him to realize, bro, you can't move the way you think you can move.
Well,
You
there's
go
two,
after these folks. So
there's two things going on this. One, you could talk about botting and what it is, but once again, talking with Remnant, talking with the homie at work about it, you can't talk about the effect of how stuff hits the block. I can I can put something in front of you. I can tell you, hey man, try new Coke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like forget Coca-Cola Classic. Here go the new formula. They had to go back to Coca-Cola Classic because while they was up there pushing it to you, it's like, hey man, this don't even taste the same sweet. This don't even. So yeah, I can market Not Like Us to you all day, but we looking at kids in Africa. We're looking at HBCU bands playing it. We're looking at, you know what I'm saying, high school teams up there walking it up to their joints. This is a cultural thing. Like you said, it's not me. I'm telling you what the culture feeling. The culture jumped on it. We aren't controlled by, yes, in a manner, Drake, because you were allowed to run around for so often. You can infiltrate the culture, but it doesn't last forever. But the fact of the matter is, when the impact kicks in, the fact of the matter is, you see where it's literally, nah, man, this is in the hood. This is banging out the speakers. I can't tell you the last time when I heard Started From the Bottom or any Drake cuts coming out of another car next to me. But I can tell you when I heard Not Like Us. I can tell you when, you know what I'm saying, I heard that loop. I was riding. Now, it's cold as hell here. You know what I'm saying? We done had snow, all types of stuff. I was up there rolling. I hear Luther banging next to me. That If This World Was Mine joint banging next to me. It's an old head banging the Kendrick and SZA joint. We talk about 60 plus banging that joint.
It's just like the old adage, man. Like, you don't sell dope. Dope sells itself, and that's what K-Dot, his stuff, it sells itself. You don't have to market it or whatever. We don't see no videos, but we hear it through everybody else. You go on TikTok, everybody's using that sound. Everybody's using it and getting their numbers up. But yeah, just one word. Yeah, that's it. And it's through the roof. And like you said, when's the last time you heard anything? He's going wood right now. Nobody's really feeling that right now. It's like, man, turn that shit off, put on some, put on that K-Dot.
Turn that TV off.
Yeah.
Turn the TV off. Turn that TV off.
Yeah. Great point. Yes.
It's really going there. And I told you, what's funny about them Cali boys, period, because we mess around and we look at Mr. Tyler when he gets in his viral bag too. These cats will say some stuff like, "Oh, that ain't hitting," and the next it's ringing off. It's like, I told you, I stopped questioning Kendrick after he hit you with the smoking on your top fives, top of the morning action, and I saw that ringing off like crazy, and everybody quoting it. But you got folks up there doing that, doing Thanksgiving jams to that TV off. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah, man, it was everywhere. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's just a mass marketing through social media, not the mainstream or whatever, but
folks is like, no, I gravitate towards that. That's talking to me.
And again, like we said, a few weeks ago, this isn't even probably the album. He's going to drop, the real shit soon, and that's what make it even spookier. It's like, dude, that's a teaser. And this is what they did with the teaser. Okay, yeah, boy, he on your ass, and there's no letting up, and he don't even have to directly go at you. He just keep putting out quality product, and everybody's gravitating towards it, and nobody's feeling you. Now, the only way you're gonna be able to redeem yourself is to gracefully bow out and just go ahead and say, "Yeah, I took that L." Yeah, man. Like I said, the only way he could redeem himself is if he pretty much just say, "You know what, he got me," but that's not going to happen because he's too far in right now, and that's the sad part. It's like, my man, tap out. You know what I'm saying? Not like how J. Cole did it quick. Like, look, I don't want the smoke or whatever, but still, hey man, congratulate the brother and be like, okay, I wish you success, and let's get back to it. Let's get back to the music. You ain't got to because that's not your lane. You the lover boy. You can't battle this dude like that. Like Kendrick will take you to hell, and
Yeah.
walk you around and show you some things. You don't want that. Stay with the singing and you know relating to the ladies and all that other shit, that you do. And yeah, we'll see you. We'll see. You on your rebound. Hopefully, you come back and put some more music out for your people.
Well,
But
here goes the ugly thing with battling the machine. And I said certain stuff was going to ring off. When you battle the machine in such a manner, you open yourself up to being a victim of the machine for everything they protected you from.
see,
And it's all alleged right now, but it
yeah.
goes right back around to all of a sudden you was untouchable with the triple X extension. I'm not even going to act like I know how to say it right, but with the triple X homicide, all of a sudden it's up there. It's like they name drop you, and now they want answers.
And just like you said, the
And
protection alone, as far as just from people,
yeah, it's like, oh,
off your ass, they kept certain, individuals that's probably in the, in that circle, whatever, like, leave him alone. He got a pass. Leave him alone. Now, when that pass get revoked,
as it is right now.
you see what I'm saying? Then it gets real, it gets a little funny. So be mindful, like you said, and that's just the label. The label pays for protection and stuff like that on that line or whatever. So
There's been a long line of Hollywood and music industry fixers. It's like, can we make this go away?
Yes.
And all of a sudden you go against that. They're just like, well, we ain't got to fix nothing. We put that pressure to tell them not to talk to you during the original trial, and you didn't have to show up. But now on this appeal,
yeah, go holler at him.
And
Yeah,
look,
go ahead and holler at him. Yeah, he there. He there right now. Go get him.
You thought it was bad before we talked about court of public opinion, because none of this has to happen where it's truly a point of any of it comes up as true, as real, as right, or whatever. What he's seeing with the whole Kendrick verse thing, but it's like we said, throwing rocks and hiding your hands. Okay, if you had won and everybody's looking at Kendrick funny in the light, like, yo, dog, you really put your hands? Hey, yo, dog, is Dave really your man? Is he really, did he really run behind your back? And everybody was looking at Kendrick funny, and Kendrick up there trying to make something happen and can't make something happen. We wouldn't even be in this situation, because first of all, he ain't about to go out there and be like, oh, I'm assuming he should take that song down. How'd they let him release that song? There's no way you should have let him say that about me on record. They're gonna be like, man, it was what it was, man. Can't say some foul stuff. Can't say some foul stuff on record every day about dudes, but then you are directly in a battle. I don't know how much you watch Smack and everything else, but I watch Smack. I watch URL. I watch I watch The Gates and all that other stuff. Cats be up there insinuating and throwing stuff out there to just be like, ooh, I couldn't battle, man, because I'm gonna have to fight this cat, man. I'm gonna have to fight this cat for real. You can't say that to me or about my mama or about my wife, and that's all good. No. So for him to enter into this and be like, oh no, that was so wrong. No, dog, that was a part of, that's how it goes, man. That's what happens. And you became a victim of the game that you tried to play with that. But like I said, the machine is going to take them protections off. So all of a sudden you got to start answering for stuff that look funny in the light or whatever. They're going to start saying, hey, yo, man, so Baca do got a weird case. Why is he around? You know what I'm saying? And
all I got to say is ask Diddy.
Yeah. Did he went and sued that company and everything else? Got his
Ask Diddy. And guess what happened after that? They had nothing to do with hip hop. That was some business shit. And the motherfucker said, turn off his lights. Turn off his TV.
Yeah. And we ain't saying that Diddy didn't do anything. We did, but it was amazing when that footage came out. Now, Cassie's out there and got a whole settlement.
Yep.
And we offered nothing.
Yep.
Like not saying that nothing happened to her, but it was off of vaporware. She got a whole settlement. All of a sudden, after Homeboy was up there going after everybody and everything else, like, oh yeah, by the way,
guess what?
Giving that Ray Rice treatment.
Yeah, somebody was just like, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and guess what happened? Now he's public enemy number one, and he's on damage control. He's trying to
Yeah.
clean up his image, and like you said, man, she got paid before all that stuff dropped because he thought,
Mhm.
I didn't took care of everybody. Everything's quiet, everything's hush hush. I paid it off. It's cool. I'm Gucci. And then he went started messing with them folks, and it was like, oh, we still got you. What you thought there was only one copy?
Like, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's been in the vault. We've been waiting on this, Go ahead, release that.
yeah. And then it's like, oh man, you know what? Ain't nobody worried about the parties. Oh, we worried about the parties now. And by the way, mess up his relationship with Johnson and Johnson.
See, my thing, see, this is what is going to happen to this dude in Toronto. He keep playing these games. They're gonna come in and start shutting everything down. It ain't gonna be about hip hop. Be some other shit. It's like, hey man, yeah, they coming, to get those cars. They coming to get all that stuff or whatever. Because now they want all they shit. Now you don't have a line of credit. They want
Yeah,
their shit right now. Okay, so
yeah. You
keep
you
playing
play
with them.
you played this game. You could have just sat down, like we said. How many times do people have to sit down and be like, you know what, you got me on that one.
Yep, that's
I'm
it.
a
That's it. That's it, man. Just let that shit go.
but he couldn't take the embarrassment. And the fact of the matter is, if we're looking at what happened with this GNX and everything, Kendrick don't have to go and do Not Like Us now. He can literally sit up there and is like, you know what, we're doing everything off of GNX. I ain't even touching back catalog.
It
I'm
just
gonna give him a preview. I'm gonna give him a preview of the tour. And look, we're
again,
gonna
like you
do
said,
this.
all they gotta do is go out there and just yell mustard every fucking tour date and clean up and just go home. That's it. It's not that hard, man. That was such light work. It ain't even funny. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I said, again, this is not the album. We know, like more is coming. More heat, like shit that he actually wanted to get into. He was like, "Now let me just go ahead and drop this shit right now." Because I'm about to do the Super Bowl. Why not tease a little bit? Everything he does, there's a strategy behind it, and it's been working. He's on his own timeline, and it's been working. So
when you, I'm sorry, when you messing with a dude who sits up there, finishes an album a couple of hours before he drops it. Yeah, the video was shot 6 months ago for the Squabble Up, but
uh-huh.
you drop an album that you finished a couple of hours before you drop it, before you drop the promo for it.
Hmm.
And I don't know about you. Have you looked at the website?
Mm.
My boy's website looked like a blog.
Dope.
And it is going through the freaking roof. It ain't all the pretty graphics and all that crazy stuff.
Hmm.
That joint looked like a blog. It's a whole bunch of dates and one word things. And when you click on them, there's a video link. When you click on it, there's an album link. When you click on it, there goes the merch. It looked like it basically everything short of being an Angel Fire page. All you need is some little glittery graphics on the side. That's how basic that joint is. And he's killing you. He's
Hmm.
killing you by being unassuming. You look at him in the video, homeboy look like he don't even want to be there. That's how chilled out he is about all of this.
Uh-huh.
You want to talk about unbothered. That's what unbothered
Other
look like, man. This
right.
cat looked bored in his own video. Just like,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
gotta make some fire. Here we go.
Right.
Okay, I'm
Right.
here.
Yep.
Homeboy is Marshawn lynching it right now, man. He's up there like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Fine. That's
Yeah,
it. That should be his next T-shirt. That should be it. That should be the next album or whenever they ask him about this whole beef, this whole back and forth, because to him, this ain't even beef.
yeah,
This
he's
ain't
up
even
there.
beef to him. So it is what it is. It's the media making it into something it really isn't, and he riding the wave. I love it. I
Oh,
love it.
it's wild, man. But speaking of the beef and the wave and everything else, make sure y'all go and hit tpublic.com/the beatdown on top of having wonderful, wonderful Schwable Room merch
Yes.
for everything we got going on. We have jumped into the fray of all of this comedy right now. We got Squabble Up shirts right there. We got the Kendrick as Uncle Jerome would teach a man how to squabble. Yeah, they squabbling out here. Yeah.
Hmm.
And even went and got that TV off with that crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Yeah, we got a little bit of action on there. Go make sure you check it out. The merch is fire. And get on with it, man. Represent. I want to shout out everybody who did support. It's been up there throwing them reels up and everything else. That has been absolutely beautiful. And yeah, just keep it gangster like that. Also, we want to thank everybody who's constantly viewing, constantly checking in with us, always staying up with us. We want to thank the rest of the staff, man. It was good to see 3 p.m. Kiki back on the show. You know what I'm saying? Peacing out, doing her thing, braids all fresh. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give her the same compliment that Low Sodium gave the braids is all fresh and up there rocking out with y'all. That's good stuff.
Very moist scalp. Very moist scalp. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My man, old man Ali, always representing, got his staff up there and on the show. They up there, they made a little quick appearance on it. I mean, we just doing the things, man. So get down, represent with the Schwaber Room, Dirty 30, 3 p.m. D, Handsome Beatdown. I mean, Jay Drew's gonna be back with more deeper dives soon. I mean, everybody's doing their things, man. Handsome Mandela is gonna be back with more Left Leg of Goldtron. We doing it for y'all. So make sure y'all get up with us, let us know what's going on, and we appreciate y'all, man. And I guess we're gonna go ahead and slide out of here. So I'm going to wish y'all peace.
Peace.